Friends, welcome to our channel Mechanical Engineering Exams Made Simple. As part of our preparations for APPSC and TSPSC AMVI Assistant Motor Vehicle Inspector, the notifications for which are likely to come in this first half or second half, and the examination we can expect it to be conducted in 2023. So with that positive hope, let us go further. So as part of our, as I was telling you just now, so as part of our preparations for APPSC and TSPSC, we are looking into some good questions, subject questions for your automobile engineering, like your IC engines and other syllabus for your APPSC and TSPSC. So today let us talk about basically the ignition systems, right? So what are these ignition systems and what are some good questions and some explanations, right? So the three components of primary ignition circuit are, this is nothing but your C. Contact breaker must be there, ignition switch must be there, and there must be condenser. So that is the answer. The components of secondary ignition circuit include the secondary winding of ignition coil, distributor rotor, distributor cap, and the next one is the spark plug. Others are not the correct one. Condenser, ignition switch, distributor, drive gear, etc. Yes. Next question, friends. The primary winding of ignition coil consists of. So what this primary winding of ignition coil consists? Is it a few turns of thin wire, many turns of thin wire, a few turns of thick wire, and many turns of thick wire? So this is your C, a few turns of thick wire. So it should be, number of turns should be few and it should be thick. Alright, this is a good question, friends. Contact breaker points are generally made of which material? Which material? These are normally made of tungsten. Contact breaker points. It's a good question. Plastic or steel or copper. So normally we tend to put the answer copper. No, actually they are made of tungsten. Next, friends, the dwell. This term you normally listen when you are studying cams also, right? Here also there is something like dwell. Okay, what is dwell in cams? It is the time where there is no motion. Okay, no motion of the follower. So that's called your dwell as far as your cam is concerned, right? And then rise and fall are also there, rise and fall for your cam. But here what is dwell as far as your ignition systems are concerned? What is this? This is your, is it the time for which the points remain closed or the distance between, yes, it's cams only, right? He is talking about cams only, right? So the distance between the cam lobes at the angle at which the heel contacts the cam are none of the above. The time for which the points remain closed, of course, it has got to something to do with cam only, right? So this is the correct answer is the time for which the points remain closed. Excessive contact breaker gap results. So what this will lead to actually, if the gap, contact breaker gap is more or excessive, what it is going to lead to? It is going to lead to advanced timing. Advanced timing. Is it increased dwell or rapid burning of points or all of the above? It is your advanced timing. The correct answer is A. The spark occurs when? So is it points closed or points open or ignition switch is on or none of the above? So the fact that ignition switch is on, no, the spark will not occur. So the points must be open. When then that only you are at that time only the spark occurs. The points should be open. The voltage should be such that it should break the gap. Then that means the point should open. Then the spark occurs. Alright. There is something like threshold voltage, right? That is where your spark occurs. Now contact breaker points are opened by cam and closed by the, okay. So contact breaker points are opened by cam but closed by what? He is asking. Is it same cam or centrifugal force or magnetic force or spring tension? So what is this? This is your D, spring tension. Spring tension is going to close the contact breaker points, not the cam, not centrifugal force, nor magnetic force. It is spring tension, something like a mechanical force. Right, not your centrifugal force, nor magnetic force, and neither your same cam, but is your spring tension is your mechanical force. So they are closed by your mechanical force, spring tension. Right, friends. Next question. The dwell angle on a 6-cylinder engine compared to a 4-cylinder engine is. So what is this? Is it less or more, or is it equal or sometimes less or sometimes more? This fourth type of answers normally they are given to confuse you only, friends. So they must be either B or A. Always this type of questions will always tend to confuse you. So don't fall prey to such type of questions. D, sometimes. So all that familiar, unfamiliar words are new words which confuse. They are not generally the answer. So either it should be more or less. So let us see what is the correct answer. It should be B. So sometimes, most of the times, equal is also not correct. So it should be between 1 or 2, or more or less, or so here it is less. Alright, the contact breaker gap is set most accurately by means of, this is a good question, friends, feeler gauge, or steel tube, or dial gauge, or dwell meter. This is your dwell meter. So what is feeler gauge? It is going to measure the clearance between the cylinder walls and your cylinder. Steel rule is used for normal measurement, and dial gauge is going to look at the shaft, what you call some misalignment, etc. So it is going to measure dial gauge. So contact breaker gap is set most accurately by means of a dwell meter. Next question, friends. Contact breaker gap should be set. So when it should be set? Before adjusting the dwell angle, or after adjusting the dwell angle, or first after starting the engine, or after setting spark plug gap. So this should be set at after adjusting dwell angle. So after adjusting dwell angle, you have to set the contact breaker gap. Next question, friends. The capacity of an automotive engine condenser is approximately, this is a good question once again, is it microfarad? We all know that farad is the example for capacitance or unit of capacitance. So he is asking, so is it 0.2 microfarads, or 2 microfarads, or 20 microfarads, or 2 millifarads? So this is your correct answer is A, 0.2 microfarads, very small capacitance. Next, the ratio of the distributor shaft and the crankshaft speed is this. This is once again good question. Something like your camshaft speed and crankshaft speed. Here also there is something like comparison between the ratio of the distributor shaft and crankshaft speed is. What is the correct answer here? The correct answer is 1/2. Right. So it is, so your distributor shaft speed is half of the crankshaft speed. That is what? The centrifugal, the centrifugal advance mechanism provides ignition advance proportional to, so what is it? Engine load, or engine speed, or both A and B, or D, none of the above? 14. So I was just telling you, friends. So always both, suspect answers like both or none. So definitely it should be either between A or B most of the times. So this is here, in this case it is B, that is your engine speed. Next, vacuum advance mechanism operates at, is it light engine load, heavy engine load, high engine speed, or any of the above? So here it is actually light engine load. At light engine load, vacuum advance mechanism operates. Next question. Ignition timing can be adjusted by, this is once again a very good question, important question, and confusing question. Ignition timing can be adjusted by what? Stopwatch, accurate clock, stroboscopic light, or vacuum gauge? What is the correct answer? Correct answer is stroboscopic light. Vacuum gauge, something related with your pressure measurement. Stopwatch is normal time. So you must suspect between. No, accurate clock is also not maybe the correct answer. So something related with your light, stroboscopic light. Ignition timing is adjusted by stroboscopic light. The commonly used material for insulator of spark plug. This is once again a very important question. Bakelite, or asbestos, or alumina, or copper. So normally your asbestos is used for the brake linings, right? Your bakelite is some new material, alumina or copper. The commonly used material for insulator of spark plug is, this is your C, alumina. This is a good question, friends. Compared to the life of spark plug of 2-stroke engine, the spark plug life of 4-stroke engine is, this is your twice. Compared to life of spark plug of a 2-stroke engine, the spark plug life of 4-stroke engine is approximately twice. Why? Because actually in 4-stroke engine there are 4 strokes. The total cycle is completed in 2 revolutions, but here it is done in 1 revolution only. So definitely spark plug life will be more for your 2-stroke engines. That is my wide guess, friends. So a spark plug may be fouled by. So how a spark plug could be fouled? Is it petrol or oil or lead or all of the above? This correct answer is all of the above. Anything can damage your spark plug. That is your all of the above. This is an exception for what we are assuming right now. A spark plug is fouled by any of the above, oil, petrol or lead. Spark plug having white insulator tip indicates, what is this? Over advanced ignition, retarded ignition, or leaded fuel or gas leak. So it is something related with your color of the insulator tip. So what does it indicate? This is going to indicate over advanced ignition. Over advanced ignition is indicated by spark plug having white insulator tip. Next, a spark plug with a black center insulator indicates, what is this? It is going to indicate stuck up choke valve in the carburetor. A spark plug with a black center insulator indicates neither over advanced ignition, retarded ignition. So it is neither way, it is not at all connected with your advanced or retarded ignition, but it is connected with stuck up choke valve in the carburetor, and this is only given to confuse you. Excessive dwell. So the correct answer is stuck up choke valve in the carburetor. Okay, friends. So we have discussed some good questions from your assistant motor vehicle inspector point of view, friends. I am conducting number of batches, already 3 or 4 batches are over. Only online coaching with your WhatsApp video call and WhatsApp voice call. You will not come to Hyderabad, spend money for coming and staying in Hyderabad. Say for example, if you come and stay at Hyderabad, you have to expend approximately 30,000, right? So you can avoid all those expenditure, and you have to come from long distances, like you have to come from some far off areas, and lot of stress is involved in journey, and lot of money is involved. You have to spend for your petrol, etc., right? So people are actually benefited by going for online coaching. Online batch are going on. I am going to support till your examination, friends. Everything, your material will be given to you, your running notes, current material, and 1000 question bit bank, which I have discussed on my channel, YouTube channel. Okay, that's my mechanical engineering exam made simple. I am going to free to those who are joining the coaching. Okay, this is of that material is of 1000 questions bit bank with answers and explanations, right? It is coming around 166 pages, right? Including that, excluding that, you are having other materials, running material, current material, and also I am going to support you for everything. Okay, not only your examination, after your examination, not only after completion of the coaching, which will take approximately 4 months, but even till your point of examination, I am going to support you. You can call me, you can ask your doubts, etc. And yes, definitely I am going to guide you in all aspects, like what are the textbooks to read and what are the objective books to read, and how to prepare, where we commit normally mistakes, and how to maximize your score, and finally get selection, friends. Okay, so if you are interested, please mail me. My mail ID is sridhar.bpelli@gmail.com. Once again, let us meet in a good video shortly. Good luck.